Members of court and council, colleagues, distinguished honorees, graduates, family and friends, it is my honor, as president of Imperial College London, to welcome you to our virtual celebration. Let me begin by remembering the families, friends, and colleagues who have lost loved ones or suffered the severe effects of the coronavirus pandemic. Our thoughts are with you. Today is a celebration. It is also a reminder of the privileges and responsibilities that come with an Imperial education. It reminds us that we can each contribute to helping one another and benefiting society. It reminds us that we are truly a global community. Graduates, congratulations. We are joining together from all over the world to celebrate your accomplishments, to applaud your many talents, and to wish you well in all that awaits you. You have worked hard at your studies, and you have excelled despite very different world circumstances than you expected. You have also excelled outside the lecture halls and laboratories as inventors, entrepreneurs, musicians, dancers, actors, singers, and athletes. Your volunteering to help others has been more important than ever. Let's recognize those whose support was essential during your time at Imperial. Your families and friends are always there when you need them. They share in your triumphs, and we celebrate with them. Our academics, who will join you in your departmental celebration, are dedicated researchers and educators, the best in their fields. They and many others have shared their knowledge. They have challenged and inspired you. They deserve our thanks. Graduates, the world needs people with your intelligence, your passion, your commitment to using your knowledge to find new ways forward through the challenges we face. You are ready for what's ahead. You may have had the chance, as I did with my son David, to ride the longest roller coaster in Europe called the Ultimate. It's a 1.5-mile ride in Yorkshire that lasts for about 7 minutes. That's a long ride for a roller coaster. It looks benign, a graceful wooden coaster set amid a beautiful landscape of wooded countryside. The ride begins quite innocently, with a lift hill, long smooth hills, and bunny hops. Then there is a second lift hill, and a turn to the left toward the woods. Soon, warning signs appear. Hang on. I was already gripping the safety bar for dear life. Chaos follows. Rapid turns jolt you left or right. You want to close your eyes, but you must watch to see which direction you will be thrown. You brace yourself for what's to come. This is what 2020 has been like. A benign beginning, followed by the many twists and turns created by the pandemic. The speed with which it grew in March was shocking. With little warning, you needed to pack up, change plans, and finish your studies remotely. And you did. You adapted. You persevered. You were resilient. You passed a test that you didn't foresee. You demonstrated qualities that will serve you well in your professional and personal lives. The world changed for us all. We work and communicate differently. We have tempered our plans. We know that we must do more with less. Our staff have made transformative changes to the ways we collaborate and teach. Our multi-mode provision combines the best of remote learning with valuable in-person time in laboratories, studios, and practical training. The pandemic has accelerated these changes, causing us to think hard about 2 important questions. How do we best use our valuable time together in person? And what can we accomplish by connecting from a distance? These questions have been acute during the crisis and will persist long into the future. We will need to continue to weigh options that can reduce travel, save time, and maximize our connections. As our time together in person is limited, we cherish it even more. I hope that, among the many things you will remember about Imperial, you will look back on the valuable experiences you had working with, listening to, learning from, and spending time with others. Whether it was students in your course, or friends from societies or residences, or staff you came to know. Sharing ideas and building lasting relationships are valuable lifelong assets. The Imperial College community will always be a part of who you are. As you think back to the people you met, the things you learned, and the experiences you had, remember what all this meant to you as you departed last spring. Here are 3 thoughts to leave you with. First, use your Imperial education, the knowledge, the experiences, and the friendships you made here to navigate whatever the future brings. Second, stay in touch. You will be inspired by the ways our staff, students, and alumni are working to mitigate the impacts of COVID-19, pollution, the cyber revolution, poverty, chronic disease, and more. And thirdly, maintain connections with your friends, professors, lecturers, readers, tutors, wardens, technicians, and mentors. Their collective experience is a resource for making decisions and opening doors. We may be in for another loop or 2 on the Ultimate. You are ready to deal with the jolts. You will continue to navigate the challenges ahead with the tenacity and courage that is a hallmark of Imperial alumni. Thank you.
Imperial is an institution focused on scientific experimentation to discover, test, learn, and adapt, and I'm greatly impressed that all of our students have tackled the global experiment created by the pandemic with resilience, resolve, and compassion. As we celebrate your achievements, it is also an opportunity to say thank you to those whose help has been instrumental in your success. You can share your messages of thanks to your friends and colleagues who have supported you by using the live chat box on the online graduation webpage. Together, we would like to thank your teachers, tutors, and support staff for their work and ingenuity in adapting your education to the present, and for their guidance and inspiration during your studies. Thank you to your families and friends that have been your backup teams throughout your time here. And thank you, our students, for the commitment and hard work you have shown over your time at Imperial in a particularly trying final year. You have contributed to Imperial's vibrant community of thinkers and doers and added to all aspects of Imperial life. Through this most unprecedented period, you have worked incredibly hard to achieve your degree in adverse circumstances. You should be very proud of your achievements. Well done.
I'm Abhijay, the President of Imperial College Union, and it's a privilege to be able to address you all today. Although the circumstances aren't ideal, I hope you enjoy today's celebration and that we get a chance to see you in person again once the external circumstances have improved. First and foremost, we're here today to celebrate the academic achievements of this community. All of you should be extremely proud to have reached this point. Imperial graduates are among the brightest and best, if I do say so myself. Friends and family watching might also want to pat themselves on the back. It's so often their support that keeps us going through challenging degrees. We're also here to celebrate your achievements outside the classroom. Studying at Imperial grants us access to some great opportunities, which thousands take advantage of each year. On one side, there are the cutting-edge research opportunities and academic societies which support the education of other students, as well as those in the wider community. On the other, there are student societies spanning sport, art, music, drama, culture, faith, recreation, and discussion, run by and for students, to which so many of you have dedicated yourselves over your time at the college. As I'm sure you will attest, these activities are extremely important. They keep us rounded and give us the real-world skills that complement the knowledge we attain through study. Now is a good time to reflect on all the aspects of university life that you've experienced and the vitality you've brought to our community in your time at Imperial. It's worth taking a moment to celebrate the diversity of this community. Imperial is a tremendously diverse place, not only in terms of age, culture, and creed, but much more importantly in terms of thought. While everyone who makes it here is extremely intelligent, their individual ideas can vary significantly. This is instructive, both because it teaches us that the color of your skin or your place of birth don't necessarily correlate with similarities in thinking, and also because of the productive tension that this diversity of thought engenders to the benefit of science and society as a whole in the long run. Speaking of science, and at a risk of delving into cliché, though we now stand on the shoulders of giants, in the future it will be our shoulders on which others stand. This is worth bearing in mind. What sort of foundations do we want to lay for those who follow us? How can we address important issues and ensure the work we do stands to benefit the world as a whole going forward? It really is in our hands. Thank you for your contributions to our community, and I wish you the very best of luck in your future endeavours.
I would like to offer my warm congratulations and thanks to you, the students of the Faculty of Natural Sciences, for the hard work and determination you have shown in reaching this significant moment. The past year has put many challenges in your way, on top of the not inconsiderable matters of coursework, examinations, dissertations, theses, and vivas. The commitment and integrity you have demonstrated through these taxing months makes your achievements all the more commendable. And there have been so many student achievements to celebrate. This includes competition and funding successes for undergraduate innovation projects, such as Synthia and Multus Media. There have been awards aplenty, such as for the Department of Mathematics' Vanessa Madu, who was named as one of the UK's top 10 rare rising stars, as well as winning a Women of the Future award. Meanwhile, our postgraduates have been waving the Imperial flag on the world stage, such as Katia Hugard, Alison Catalano, and Diego Hopkins, who have presented their research in international conferences. All wonderful examples of student success and ingenuity. I'm sure you will join me in acknowledging the support of your faculty, your teachers, advisors, administrative and operations staff. This has been a team effort, and I am so proud of the way my staff and you have come together to tackle our collective challenges head on. This moment helps us celebrate you and to mark the next steps you will take. You, our chemists of tomorrow, our life scientists, our mathematicians, our physicists. But before you take those first steps, pause a second to recognize what you have achieved and know that you walk into the world as part of the Faculty of Natural Sciences community.
Hello everyone. I have missed seeing you in person these last months, and I do hope that you and your loved ones are safe and keeping well. I'm so proud of all of you and all that you have achieved with us in the department these last few years, but I'm also excited for you as well and proud of all that you are going to now go on to achieve following your graduation. You have worked really hard for this achievement through a uniquely challenging time. And so now is not the time to be modest. Be proud of yourselves and be proud of each other. I do so enjoy our graduation ceremonies, getting all dressed up in our academic gowns and formally awarding you your degrees in front of your loved ones. Having what is a real celebration with you in the Royal Albert Hall and in the department parties afterwards makes it a really special occasion. This year is so very different though. And although I'm very pleased that we're able to have this virtual graduation ceremony and celebration with you and your families today, I'm also really looking forward to when we're able to follow up with an in-person celebration, once it's safe for us to be able to do that. What a celebration that is going to be. You will have undoubtedly made some lifelong friends during your time in physics and at Imperial. And as you take your next steps in life and the changes that that's going to bring, please continue to be there for each other. Please stay in contact with us and keep in mind that your relationship with the department is going to continue beyond your graduation. And we're always love to see you if you're able to pop in and visit. In the meantime, though, I hope you enjoyed today's virtual graduation. I'm so pleased we're able to celebrate it together, and once again, many congratulations on your achievement. Take care and stay well. Bye. Bachelor of Science, Department of Physics, James Adams. Altam Agarwal. Bushra Anna Ahmed. Emma Albertini. Henry Arthur David Allman. Kodra Bardi. Kevin Gubani Bpat. Shiki Bay. Aidan L. Guterres. Ayub Venture Crown. Anatya Bhatnagar. Isabel Sarah Bond. Ben Boyd. Liam Anthony Brennan. Oliver Budrago. Zachary Fuad Buras Stubbs. Pietro Capiazzo. Jack Carlin. Ensign Shay Fang Chang. Yan Chun Chen. Chun Lung Chen. Man Hei Cheng, Valerio Colapiccolo, Daniel Garazi, Governor's Prize, Johnny Crump, Joel Duggle, Dominic John Edda, Amina Faruqi, Chun Feng, Sean Fendi Gan, Arjun Raupakan Ganguly, Hannah Go, Richard James Grigg, Max Louis Edward Hart, Suhassan Kanagasabapathi, Adil Alnur Kara, Doyib Kim, Priyanka Lad, Harry Lam, Valerie Y. Chung Lao, Ching Ho Lee, Xion Yi Lee, Leo Ho Lam Long, Lee Gin Jae, Pascal William Lee Poo Kim, Yi Rui Liang, Chen Yu Lim, Jean Fu Liu, Wei Jeremy Lowe, William Robson Lumsden, Patrick Musso Walsh, Zach McConkey, Joel McFarlane, Malsum Mystery, Paul David Monaghan, Wyatt Jason Moy, Jack Robert Norrie, Calendar Prize Ali Emra Oza, Emanuele Panella, Aran Kumar Patel, Parth Patel, Rory Perkins, Zheng Ji Peng, Jonathan James Platts, Elizabeth Porter, Marche Peshuk, Tilman Ruda, N. Romero Wilcox, Tancredi Schnetti Gerardini, Pavel Shenchenko, Matthew Shen, Usman Siddiqui, Anup Ret Singh Loya, Samuel James Smith, Sean Cheng Yu Tang, Samir Taka, Y. Chian Tam, Alexander Thompson, Jack Thorpe, Paunan Tian, Jacob Torben, Marina Voloshnia, Henry Nichols Ponting Blair Wall, Leo Digi Waltman, Darius Theo Watling, Bennett Vint, Mikhail Wojniowski, Christoph Xenophontus, Chuk Yu Sarah Yip, Chung Yu Jo, Ha Yun Yoon, Tyndall Prize, Yong Chi To, Zul Yao, Diploma of the Imperial College Integrated Master of Science, Department of Physics, Matthew Adams, Fiona Michelle Bell, Arland Insik, Ansh Atnaga, Daisy Blake, Ludovico Cesare No Bazar, Jacob Moat Hussein Bulbul, Bianca Buterka, Rongrong Kai, Beatrice Campos Estrada, Matthew Castro, Tosca Henrietta Cederberg Marmafelt, Edwin Roderick Isaac Chapman, James Chapman, Philip Edward Christian. Tesla Prize for Software, James Alex Coleman, Verity Cook, Francisco Costa, Madison Cotterit, Matthew William Cotton, Connor James Crook, Benjamin Curry, and Sue Dye, Jonathan Edward Davies, Joseph Gethin Davies, Marie Deschamps, Abdus Salam Undergraduate Prize and Governor's Prize, Samuel Craig Dobson, Rebecca Anna Dunkley, Alfred Engadal, Tesla Prize for Software, Michaela Flagrova, Theodore Fletcher, Jemima Graham, Hugh Greatorex, Iona Tedora Gregoras, Georgius Haji Vasilo, Muhammad Halimi, Matthew Hamer, James Alexander Martin Harrison, K.U. Hay, Nathan Barry Heatley, Ludlam Prize, Xing Mao Hu, Cameron James Thompson Hughes, Callum Hunter, Sam Bruno Emilio Iaquinta, Ellery James Ireland, Pierre Edward Jacquet, Clemens Jakubek, Thomas Anthony Jeffries, Rohan Krishna Kamath, Marios Kasapis, Maya Kearney, Turn Yong Keat, Muhammad Usman Khalid, Dong Song Kim, Joseph Kim, Robert King, Thomas Philip Kolska, Matthew Knight, Michael Kulik, Charmaine Lai, Eleanor Rose Lamb, Samuel Lashwood, Michael Sean Leftley, Ivan Shu Chern Lee, Yikang Lee, Zhou Kwang Liao, Shuwei Liu, William Percy Thompson Luth, Zisheng Mao, Bradley Andrew Allen Martin, Sophie Ann Martin, Connor Mawa, Leo McCormack, Philip Maloney, Hernan Nardine, Riley Newbolt, Im Chung Hei, Alexander Chung Chao, Nussbaum Lapping, Benjamin Patrick O'Brien, James Odgers, Christopher Ollie, Jasmine Owen, Matteo Panzieri, Ki Young Park, Ricardo Pelli, Benjamin Miles Pepper, George Thomas McLeod Porter, Rohan Prasad, Elliot Ray Prestige, Tomasz Proctor, Johannes Prosser, Toby Ramella, Arjun Rao, Connor Roberts, Rebecca Jane Rogers, Celine Chalmans, Kyle Mikhail Sheps, Daniel Sheru Q, Snigdhu Sen, Shengan Shi, Katie Simpkins, Jonas Sinjan, Thomas Smith, Kazina Soloviva, Michael Robert Spellman, James Douglas Alexander Spears, CMS Prize for Particle Physics, Theophene Stanislaus, Jipeng Su, Ho Hin Soon, Suvich Tacha Plalert, Chester Tan, Mark David Allen Thomas, Matthew James Thomas, Richard Thompson, Anai Tilquin, Daniel Thorin Karai, Nicoletta Tuduraka, Veronica Villanova, Anna Villanova Ruiz de Tamino, Shriya Visavadia, Girish Srinivasan Vishwa, Samuel George Wolby, Hong Yi Wan, Yuan Long Wang, Anna Wilson, Christopher Edward Wilson, Vinul Dalaka Vimalawira, Rick Wong, Hao Yun Harry Jia, Qing Yu Yang, Griefcat J. Doolan, Matthew Xiao Sean Zhang, Noel Yang, Sophia Zumerdijk Russell, Diploma of the Imperial College Master of Science, Department of Physics, Jamie Abad Arredondo, Mohammed Mukhtar Abdelbar, Federica Albertini, Mariam Ali Mohammed, Yahya Al-Mumin, Emily Louise Budsvik, Jikan Bao, Inbao, Benjamin Bursey, Christopher Bradley, Oliver Bradley, Archie Cable, Xu Huan Chiao, Yiming Chen, Marin Philippe Jean Kalong, Toma Datsev, Julian Du, Timothy Delage, Mehu Depala, Xavier Dumoulin, Hayden Fu, Yuan Chen, Pulakit Goderu, Gladys Locke Prize in Applied Optics, Adrian Grundle, Sean Greenaway, Lucas Criminellis, Marcus David Helson, Si Huang Hao, Daniel Hassenbichler, Gladys Locke Prize in Applied Optics, Osama Hassan, Yutong Hay, Sophia Imperato, Asim Islam, Jean-Benoit Joillot, Abdusalam Postgraduate Prize, Sumai Jaitley, Caroline Lewis Jones, Bashir Jode, Antonias Kalogilou, Paul Karajaolo, Adrian Sutton Prize, Christopher Keegan, William Curley, Wokyung Kim, Dongwoo Ko, Chung Sung Lee, Ziqian Lei, Basilios Letzios, Esther Lospis, Fong Li, Shiheng Li, Mei Jane Liang, Mei Yu Liang, Husong Ling, Chen Lu Liu, Kevin Kai Weng Lu, Thomas Luth, Man Chiao Lu, Min Chuan Lu, Marius Mai Maris, Gautier Joseph Alexei Meyer, Stavros Misopoulos, Remy Morin, Ilan Mundib, Lucas Nogueira, Mateo Pascual Gomez Quatara, William Pearson, the MSc in Physics Prize, Sebastian Perrin, Buratsakon Pongtip Pitak, David Prito Rodriguez, Lornish Lampert, Luke Saunders, Liam Shepherd, Aditya Sinha, Noah Scuff, Cyrus Skeet, Alistair Smith, Timo Sommer, Rokas Stones, Alex Sullivan, Andreas Overlee Svella, Henricus Svidras, Neeruj Tata, Virat Togus, Xiao Shen Tong, Timothy Tula, Gladys Locke Prize in Applied Optics, Louis Vallet, Michelle Valsetti, Park van Gerwen, Sina Varai, Joe Vovrosh, Kang Wang, Samson Jungwen Wang, Yongquan Wen, Isaac Williams, Rachel Wei Ying Wu, Yu-Di Wu, James Zhu, Yu Chao Zhu, Shi Wang Yang, John Yang, Thomas Yates, Zihu Wang, Christian Zaga, Mario Zauchner, Chao Ku Zheng. Chan Hung, Jishu Chan, Ya Ying Chun, Yi Yang Chun, Zhong Chun, Wan Zhao, Su Kui Zhen, Yan Min Zhu, Diploma of the Imperial College Master of Research, Department of Physics. Sir Peter Knight, Prize Rhea Alexander Turner, Joshua Blunsden, Dominica Bogut, Niall Francis Burns, Adrian Chevalier, Philip Coatsworth, Gabriel Coulter, Harry Demetriou, Outstanding Achievement Award for MRes course, Bowen Ding, Matthew Dos Santos, Chloe Forrester, Benjamin Gallant, Robert Gardner, Liam Harnett Caulfield, Lydia Anari Nash, Nicholas Okulakidis, Kara Labanti, Javiva Mohana Krishnan, Jacoba Mosca Toba, Alexei Novikov, Richard Patsalai, Amber Pahar, Ijoma Patrick, John Chen Peng, Sir Peter Knight Prize Caleb Rich, Fani Taifaku, Annabelle Tan, Alexandra Toffel, Outstanding Achievement Award for Research, Alexander Ulatovsky, Augustine van Rietvelde, Matthew Ward. Diploma of the Imperial College Doctor of Philosophy, Department of Physics, Ibrahim Abdel Wahab, Zachary Blunden Codd, Sebastian Boissier, Grigory Xavier Brebner, Thomas Brick, Santiago Cabrera Marquez, Gianluca Carnelli, Nicole Shine Jumrus, Tian Chen, Cha-Chi Chen, Luca Simbaro, Christina Serstuo, Kieron Connolly, Jonathan Costa, Mark Curry, Alexandra Cry, Stefano Del Forno, Satyajit Us, Ewan Davies, Ricardo De Maria, Amanda Des Fernandez, Emma Jane Ditter, Brock Daron, Karan Driver, TTP Outstanding Entrepreneurship Award, Florin Eisner, Wen Jun Guo, Solid State Physics Prize, Nicholas Alexander Guskin, Ian Hamilton, Henry Heston, Mariana Hildebrandt, Sebastian Hoof, Wentao Huang, Thibault Humar, Sebastian Yarush, Alexander Edward Jones, Manoi Yoshi, Hiroshi Kondo, Mutawat Gongsuwon, Oliver James Emmanuel Latwin, Adam Lawrence, Minyi Lang, Simon Liu, Ronan McAdam, Scott Melville, Blackett Laboratory Industry Club Thesis Prize, Sergei Morozov, Abhimanyu Mukherjee, James Nightingale, Ibelis Olsina Samblas, Giuliano Panidi, Jack Patton, Drew Pierce, Simon Pocock, Jonathan Richens, Jacopo Grovelli, Savio Vinod Rosario, Edward Scott, Alicia Sharma, Ching Shen, and Tony Shiliski, Andrew Simmons, John Wyutsit, David Stainsby, James Tarleton, Sarah Thomas, Matthew Tilley, John King Tong, Andrew Tranter, Sunil Varma, Henry Watkins, Henry Wilkes, Daniel Winterbottom, Garrett Wong, Terence Rett, Anne Thorne Thesis Prize, Sydney Wright, Jia Fei Jia, Fan Yang, Chun Yao, heaven you are. That now concludes the graduates from the Department of Physics.
I'm thrilled to be joining you today to celebrate your graduation and the onward journey of this wonderful academic institution. This is actually my first Imperial graduation, as I joined as Chair of Council in January this year. I've always been impressed, however, by Imperial. I've long admired your way of working across disciplines, of embracing opportunities within academia, but also with industry. The chance to work with so many outstanding thinkers and innovators is what brought me here. And what a year to start. This isn't the 2020 any of us planned, and perhaps nobody knows this more than you. But here we are, learning, enduring, changing, succeeding, together. I take great inspiration and comfort from what you, our graduating students, have achieved in getting here, and I'm so excited to hear about what you'll do next. I imagine you'll be feeling apprehension at your next steps. We're living in a different world, it's true. The future is a challenging and changing one, but it's one full of opportunities, both well-established ones ready for you to step into, but also completely new ones for you to venture out to. In getting to this point, you've proven yourselves robust, talented, motivated individuals who are poised to grasp these opportunities. Now, throughout my career, I've become aware of a defining feature of success. I believe it comes to those who have a burning desire to make things happen, the determination to achieve, and the interpersonal skills to bring people together. And from what I've seen with my own eyes at Imperial and the achievements I've heard today, I know you have those qualities and that you will go on to make great and positive changes in the world. But please know this is not goodbye. Far from it. Instead, it's welcome. Welcome to the next chapter of your lives, but also welcome to the worldwide network of Imperial alumni of whom you are now a vital part. We'll be here for you as you go on to exciting careers, following you, supporting you, celebrating you every step of the way. So please do stay in touch. You're now members of the Imperial family, and we can't wait to see what you do.